Hello and welcome to the video help tutorials for loans. That's right, you can actually get a commercial loan for your business. So whether you're a financial advisor, you are a controller for a business, a marketer, or an owner or a manager, you can go through the actual process of applying for a business loan. Now, one of the most important lessons we're trying to teach you in this virtual world simulation is that your business is underfunded and never be underfunded. So when you first will have started off running your spot, you will have received about $10,000 operating expenses to run your spot, whether you're the manager or the entrepreneur. That's not enough. So 99% of businesses that fail in the real world fail because they're underfunded. They haven't been set up properly to actually run their business properly. So what we're trying to show you is A, that you probably are and will be underfunded, and B, how to create a proper loan application. And these skill sets you can apply to the real world as well. So to find the loan application, we need to go to the Bank of Finance inside your interface. So let's click on Places. Let's scroll down. And let's scroll down one more level because I know where it is. And it's here in the Bank of Finance. So let's click on that, and it'll bring up a nice little environment room. That's really the bank. So here is where we want to talk to Orwell Dawes, the angel investor and main banker inside the Bank of Finance. And he'll show you and guide you through best business practices on how to set up a loan application. So let's click on Orwell here. And let's get sort of involved. So you can deposit your sales, apply for a loan, or pay back some of the loan. Nope, I don't want to pay back the loan because I haven't got one yet. So let's click on Apply for a Business Loan. So there are different rules and regulations to running your spot, of course, but on getting a loan as well. So the objective is to procure a commercial loan using proper form techniques. Something that everyone is lost due to the internet and texting. So people are submitting things all in lowercase, in smiley faces and whatnot. But we are trying to teach you some good business skills here as well. So the rules are to use proper sentence structure and not lowercase. Never ask for money just to pay for bills. We know you have bills mounting, but you don't go into a bank in the real world and say, yep, I need a loan because I've got bills. No, that's just one component of the money that you're going to be asking for. So you need to provide a detailed loan purpose, including what exactly you'll be doing with the loan, i.e. you need an itemized list, a breakdown with this, with that amount of money, and this and that with that amount of money as well. So you need to be professional and detailed and be realistic in the amount that you're asking for. We're not going to give you $3.6 million for your pup. That's not going to happen. So conclusion with this is that interest in the amount that's awarded is determined on your business and your application. And if you're approved, the funds will be auto-sent to your business account. So you might receive the full amount, or you might receive a partial amount, depending on your math skills as well as your purpose and the loan application itself. So we click OK. That's going to bring us on to saying hello and bringing us on to the next area. So it says visiting the Shop Center interface will find out exactly what we can purchase for our business. So we can do that in a minute, but we want to go on to the actual loan application. So we click on Next, and it shows me the basic information. Now, I might not know what the heck's going on here. I don't know what I have to fill in. I don't know where I need to go with this. This is why we're here with the video tutorial and why we have the manual for you as well. So let's just click on X right now. We know where to get it. We know we're going to come back. But let's go right to here, and we click on the question mark. And let's click lower this and go to the online manual. It says a new window's popped up. Awesome. Now we want to search on loans. So we can either go through the system, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so that we can actually see this. So I'm going to move this window here so it's nice. There we go. So we can actually go through the Entrepreneur Sim Guide or whatever business simulation you're running. Go through interacting. We can go to the actual world. We can go to the business types, scoring and grading, interacting, beginner's guide, running our business. We can go to finance, and we'll find loans there. okay, because it's under finance, of course. Or we can just go to here and search for loan. That will hit all the pages that are currently in the manual and show exactly which pages they are. So here we go. We have business coaches, grading, but we have a page here dedicated right to loans. Let's click that. So this will go over the entire loan process for you, which I'm going to do. But if you want to use this as reference, please, by all means. So exactly what we talked about, the loan application guidelines, the rules, if your loan is accepted, if your loan is denied, all that sort of information. We were on the first page, which is the business information, which we're going to discuss now. But the most important thing we need to talk about is how much we need to ask for. Now, we might not know how much. Now, we know we might have, $12,000 or $23,000 in outstanding bills, but we need to know exactly how much we're going to be asking for. That's the most important thing. So let's go over that process. I've got a notepad here, and we basically have 4 points that we're going to go over. So the most pressing one, and it's the last one, it's going to be bills. Okay. The third one is going to be our operating expenses. Oh, good spelling. And the first and the second one are going to be capital improvements. And the first one is marketing. Okay, so now we have to figure out in those 4 areas how much I've got outstanding or how much I'm going to be offering inside there. So let's close this window, and let's click on the close button here, and let's click on going inside the bills section to make sure that we know what our bills are worth. So we click on the business tab here. We click on the finance because our bills will be under finance, and we click on bills. That'll bring up a new window in behind and show us the bills section. So we see here that these are the current bills that I owe. So let's click on this to select all of them, and it says that I've got $5,300, $5,310 is what is outstanding. So let's bring up our notepad and let's write that in exactly. So we owe 5,310. That's what we owe. So to figure out our operating expenses, that is how much it's cost to run our business up until now, we need to figure out what our current bills are and what we've paid in bills as well. So if we go back to our handy dandy bills section here, we can click on the bills history, or we can export our information to an Excel spreadsheet to go over everything. So let's click on bills history. That's going to bring up a window. Now this account's been in operation for a long time. So it shows you every single payment that's been made in your account. So the total bills that we've paid is $370,000. So that won't be, depending on how long you've run your business, I don't think that's going to happen. So let's cut off one of those numbers and say it's 37,000, and let's round it off. So our operating expenses to this time are 37,000, okay, plus the 5310. So that's how much I've currently put out in operating expenses to run my virtual business. So let's total that amount, and let's bring up our calculator here. Okay. And our calculator is right here. So we've got 3,700 plus 5,300, or 5,310 to be exact. It's about $9,000. So let's fudge that and say it's just 10,000. So it's 10,000. So let's say we've been open for a week in the real world. Well, every day on Friday Island is a week inside Friday Island. So every day in real life is a week on Friday Island. So if I've been open for, let's say, 5 days, that means I've been open for 5 weeks on Friday Island. Now, if I have 6 weeks left in operation, all right, if I've got 6 weeks left to run my business in the virtual or in the real world, I need to multiply that by 6 plus that. So it'll be $70,000. So to operate my business for the entire simulation will cost roughly $70,000. Now this is just a base figure. I don't think that that's realistic in any sort of stretch, but that's just what the number we've come up with. So 70,000 for operating expenses from start to finish.